I wouldn't mind using my salary. He's been watch listed all over the world. He can only run. They said there's no law in this country that we are following. Let all of us declare that we are a state of pariah. Everybody go and do what they like. Like I said, I don't mind the outcome of this case, but the right thing must be done.
Mr. Raphael,
Yeah.
EFCC will only arrest an Igbo man when they steal, but leave a northerner like Yaya Bello, who stole 80 billion. You will remember that in the past, when Untouchable had a 7 billion naira case, he was incarcerated for almost a year. But yesterday, Yaya Bello, who allegedly stole 80 billion, even walked into the EFCC headquarters
and come back free.
He had a lunch
Yes.
with the chairman of EFCC and was allowed to go. What's the take?
It is a common tradition in Nigeria to hold any Igbo man that has dipped his hands into public purse. Nigerian government will hold him, molest him, exploit him, insult him, persecute him, and finally what? Remand him. Reprimanded him in the prison. Listen, let me just give you a breakdown. Olisametu was accused of 400 million during the Jonathan regime. Immediately Buhari assumed office in 2015. Olisametu was arrested in the hospital where he was being treated of an ailment. They took Olisametu to prison. Olisametu served in jail until finally we don't know his whereabouts today. If Olisametu from Onitsha is dead, nobody could actually tell in Nigeria today. But we have seen Abacha family, Abacha wife, Abacha himself stolen in billions of hard currency, pounds, dollars. We can see Abacha families walking all over the street of of Kano State. We can see Mariama, the big madam, Abacha's wife, having a field day in Dubai, in Palestine, Lebanon, all over Europe. Abacha children, Abacha cousins, some of them I have two as my good friends. They are working freely in Lagos State. I could remember one is living at the railway state. I've worked for him before. Yes, free, because they are not Igbos. But if he is Igbo man, they will arrest him, molest him, and kick at him. Who are you? You are an Igbo. The most hated tribe in Nigeria, the most hated ethnic group in Nigeria is Igbo, the Igbo ethnics. Listen and listen good. We cannot equate the amount of money in billions stolen by Ojozo Kano and the or with amount of billions in dollars stolen by Yaya Bello. Because why? Yaya Bello is a Muslim. He is from Kogi State. They are the north. Yaya Bello has come from Dubai freely. He walked into EFCC facilities, dined, wined, had a lunch with that redeemed pastor chairman of EFCC, redeemed pastor chairman of EFCC from Yoruba extraction. The EFCC chairman had lunch with Bello, called all the makeup artists. They rub Bello makeup on his face, dressing well. Yaya Bello walked out of EFCC facilities freely. Nobody did anything. No. Nobody said anything. After Yaya Bello went to Dubai and bought how many world standard 5-star hotels? How many world standard 5 stars hotels did Yaya Bello buy in Dubai? He bought many, 10 the number. And Yaya Bello is back today. Work freely, enjoy free atmosphere, enjoy his money after leaving UAE. Much ado about Igbo man. Igbophobia has come to stay, because I know that Ojuzo Kanu was indicted of 7 to 8 billion naira. Untouchable Kanu was arrested. He went to jail. He spent 8 months in jail because of hatred they have on Igbos. Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, Nigerian Yoruba, Arab Yoruba, Hausa Yoruba, Arab Hausa, Fulani Yoruba, Fulani Arab, Arab Fulani. They are the one in charge of Nigerian political leadership. Untouchable Kanu went to jail because of 8 billion naira. Yaya Bello stole $8 billion. He went to Dubai, bought properties, come back to Nigeria, walk into what? EFCC facilities. Had lunch with EFCC chairman, a redeemed pastor. Free is working today. There is much hate on the Igbo man. And whatever we do in this Nigeria, it's always growing ripples.
But Mr. Wafe, why are you surprised? Don't forget Matawale, who allegedly stole 50 billion, is now made the Minister of State for Defense.
Atwale, you are getting it. You have hit the nail on the head. Matawale is being celebrated all over the north, core north, northwest, northeast, Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, everywhere. A thief, 50 billion, public fund, taxpayers' money. Nobody has done anything about it. Okay, Tinubu administration has succeeded on what? Demising humanity. Tinubu has failed. All his policies are tyrannical, authoritative policies. Tinubu is running a transactional government that is busy draining the purse, public purse, federal purse. The purses, the treasury bill of this country is going down because Tinubu administration is bent on Ghana must go agenda. If you have your way to Tinubu today, Ghana must go. You go and do what you want. What Tinubu wants, he will go with Ghana must go. Tinubu will give him Ghana must go. The money, our commonwealth, belongs to him and his children and his wife, Oluremi Tinubu, that has come to fabricate Nigerian unity with his Abada Adira. I want Igbo to come together. Let us move Nigeria forward. After he has given Igbo quick notice in Lagos, he was talking, Igbo will leave Lagos. Are you from Lagos? Oluremi Tinubu is not from Lagos. Oluremi Tinubu is from Delta. EJD Kobia. EJD Butelo Oluremi Tinubu from Delta State to Imo. And Igbo man come become his enemy because of jealousy. Jealousy go dey jealous of Igbo man, he go kill una one by one. Igbophobia. Igbophobia is a sickness causing feverish condition and typhoid. It must disalive all of you. Igbophobia is a sickness that is going to demise all our adversaries across Nigeria. Oluremi Tinubu. Yes, Matawale stole in billions. 50. Untouchable Kanu stole only 7. They what? Jail Untouchable Kanu. Only 71 is not up to 1 billion. Only 71 is 300 to 400 million. And it's an accusation. They put him in jail. Only 72 is from Onitsha. He went to jail. Igbo hates. I hate Igbo. They hate Igbo. They use it to sing. Oh, my Igbo not be good name. Namely not be good name. They are not giving us a befitting name. They give us hatred name, hate name. A name that label us what? Negative. A name that negates humanity. A name that negates love. A name that brings about hate and abhorrence. A name that brings this kind of divisive, ethnic divisiveness is Omoibo. Nyamere. Listen and listen good. You people are stealing our public fund, and when the man does his own, you will blow it out of proportion. How much did the Tinubu steal? How much did the Buhari steal? How much did the Aisha Buhari steal? How much did the Malami steal? How much did the El-Rufai steal? Who is talking about that? It was only Nnamdi Kanu in Kano, Nnamdi Kanu in Lagos, Nnamdi Kanu in Rivers State, Nnamdi Kanu in Borno State, Nnamdi Kanu. You people are the enemy of Igbos. Woo! Hatred.
I don't know if you remember.
Hatred. See, hatred. You hate Igbo man. Let me tell you. God will judge all of you one by one. Time shall come. If you see Igbo man, you will go and celebrate Igbo man. We will be very scarce very soon. Igbo man will be very, very difficult to see him. And all of you, by the grace of God, you will all become gate men on the land of Biafra. When you come to Biafra, we will give you gate man job, and you will be making your money.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Raphael, for that.
Gate man.
Thank you very much. We could remember that when Ojus Okalu had an issue of 2 billion naira, ESFC picked him up immediately.
Yes.
But now a northerner, Yaya Bello, who allegedly stole 80 billion naira from the poor co-guides, walked into the EFCC headquarters, and the chairman was just dumbfounded.
Yes.
And don't forget, this chairman has vowed that he was supposed to resign. He said he was going to resign if he does not arrest Yaya Bello.
Yes.
Mr. Rilwan, welcome.
Yes.
What do you think is going on? Because yesterday, Yaya Bello slapped the EFCC chairman on his face by walking into the headquarters and stepping out, and nothing happened to him.
Thanks for having me on that platform. It's a privilege to be here again. Like I said, some people seem to be above the law in Nigeria, especially people that are like in quote the northerners. They seem to be above the law. As in Yaya Bello's age, he wrote something. He said, our principal Yaya Bello, he walked majestically. Only Bioba, he walked majestically in the FC office in company of the incumbent governor of Edo State. That's Ododo. Imagine. Now you see denied that Yaya Bello did not come. Yaya Bello came. He came, he walked, and he left. Now this is the question. What does it portend for Nigeria? Number one, what does that send to, how do I put it? It's a community. It's as simple, see, it is high time we start telling ourselves the truth. It's as simple as that. Because now it seems as if people are above the law. Some people can walk in and walk out of an episode 80 billion. Allegedly. Yahoo boy, I know Yahoo boy, thank God. But Yahoo boy, 200,000 arrested. Yahoo boy, 500,000 arrested. Thank God I'm not till tomorrow, God forbid. But then a governor allegedly by them 80 billion. He walked in and walked out. That's a slap, like you said, that's an insult. Then, and you are not telling us that boys are doing Yahoo, right? Boys are doing it fraud. Because they are looking at the leaders, they are doing this thing and they are getting away with it. You understand? You see these little boys, oh, I've that's how they call their language. I've said those things. Because they are seeing that leaders are walking away. So that means they too, it's an encouragement. But if the law is not important for anybody, nobody want to commit crime. But if I commit, I'll be arrested. If you commit, you'll be arrested. That means everyone will be afraid. But when some people are above the law, that if I do something, I can walk free, and if he does the same thing, he'll be arrested. These are what we call bad omen. The signs are not good as Nigerians, as a people. So when I saw the leaders, I was just smiling. And I hear back and forth. Oh, Yaya Bello did not come. Yaya Bello came. Yaya Bello did not come. Yaya Bello came. Yaya Bello did not come. Yaya Bello came. Which one should be? But we saw the pictures, so I believe more of the pictures. Yes, he said Yaya Bello did not come. He says he came. I saw pictures. That means he was fully there. He was fully there. In company of a sitting governor of the state. What an insult! What a disgrace! What I put it? That's a very sad development. And we should have that guts, that mind, to tell ourselves the truth. That we cannot continue like this in a nation where it seems some people, again, seems to be above the law in Nigeria. So Yaya Bello, it seems that maybe he's untouchable. It seems for now. He's untouchable, maybe because yes, chairman, like you said, he posted, I will resign, I will resign now. But we'll give him time. Let us see how it will play out. Then we can come further on this. But this is a very sad development. And yesterday to me is a very sad day when we saw a man that may be above the law in Nigeria.
Mr. Rilwan,
yes.
This issue of corruption and EFCC being selective, I mean, we have seen how they tend to demonize the youth.
Yes.
Who the governments have failed. But whenever this same government get involved in Nigeria to corrupt. It seems EFCC always have a share. Don't forget the Assistant Secretary General or whatever the case is that stole 120 billion the other time. It was alleged that he returned 20 billion and they allowed him to go scot-free. Could it be that Bello had maybe they've gone into some negotiations and they're just playing some drama for us? That be the case?
Maybe. Because in Nigeria, like I always say, in Nigeria, the more you look, the less you see. The more you see, the less you know. So there are some things that maybe that we don't know. Maybe there's an agreement, but at least it should come out in the open to say it. Corruption needs to be discouraged in Nigeria. You understand? China, see, as of 50 years ago, China was not a nation that we can reckon with. But they saw that we will do two things. We want to become great. Number one, we clamp down corruption. If you are a corrupt person, death. And when people saw that top government officials are being killed then in China, everybody talk in my language, no, we don't want. But yeah, a youth that is even looking good, fine boy is a Yahoo boy. A plumber, a legitimate plumber that is working, but okay, I want to look good, I'm a plumber, I know my work, is a Yahoo boy. A legitimate aluminum fabricator like me, that no case of any nonsense, a Yahoo boy. A legitimate tech, a person in tech, a Yahoo boy. A legitimate somebody that is maybe cryptocurrency, is a Yahoo boy. Because of that demonetization of the youth. We saw IFCC was in Ondo State, on state, and they picked people from Vincent and watching football. All of them are Yahoo boy. But a governor, by them, 80 billion, came to your office, and then the people that are denying it, and went back home. What does that tell you? Look at how the story has been. Does it mean that if you have no contest to the election as a senator, it's going to win? But that's what it means. And that's a very, very bad. Even a governor accompanying him, a governor of a state that should be in your state, very, very busy, looking at what you can do to make your people enjoy. You followed your principle.
So is the EFCC telling us that if a criminal walks into the Aso Villa, yes, or runs into the government house,
yes,
it simply means that that criminal will not be handled because it's between the vicinity of the governor or the president? Is that what EFCC is telling us?
Yes, God bless you for that. Because that's what somebody said. That because he was accompanied by somebody have immunity, the governor have immunity, and they don't that by the time that when next he comes back, we want to see the governor coming back like like a normal person, not in a company. But to me, that means nothing. To me again, it means nothing because a governor an ex-governor can come with anybody. It is him that you are dealing with. But when you look at the morality of it, ordinarily nobody should even come in with the governor. Ordinarily, nobody should ever come in with the governor. But now, since this one has come with the governor, leave him. Face the person, the Bello, that you are supposed to arrest. Face him. That's what should have been done. Face him. Make sure that he cannot walk into your place and find a way to go back without we not seeing any tangible result. You understand? He came yesterday, we walked in, he walked out, and I said yes. Some of them are saying no, that will not come. That's what's paying me. That will not come. Remember, it says a posting picture that he came. I was told that they were white, him and the other one.
Yeah.
Yesterday. You understand? Because the eagle is the logo of the FC. But why the eagle now look like a chicken head here? Abi eagle, we know eagle, a very, very powerful bird.
Yeah.
But when I make the eagle look like a chick on my dear, that's a very bad development. And that will give more impunity to other elected officials. Now, if these people are working free, I can do the same thing and work free, and then nothing will happen. And that's very, very bad. You can't continue like this and say you want to vote for investors where some people seem to be above the law. But the law should be no effect of anybody.
Yes.
The law should be the law. If you go against this law in the US, in the UK, in China, in even Saudi Arabia, there are things that you cannot do. But in Nigeria, we see that we are running like a banana republic, and the investors are looking at you. Look at this one. That means we are not deceiving ourselves. That we are not even ready to fight corruption. We are not even ready to make significant progress in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rilwan, for that brilliant submission.